Hello again, viewers, and welcome back to the Kotu Classic FPL Podcast. This is game week 2 preview. I think we are recording what? Today is Monday.
Yeah,
The
Tuesday here in Japan.
Sorry, it's Tuesday. Oh yeah, it's Monday here at night. It's almost 9:40 at night. It's Tuesday in Japan. It's the timestamp. Um, Well, I think the game week 1 just ended with Leicester and Tottenham, so it's good to start recording just right after so that we can get the content out. Give people enough time to view it. So, Chama, how's it going, man? How was your game week?
The game week, it was a good start. Definitely, I like the start I have in FPL this year. Um, Not everything, of course, not everything will always go well your way, but most of the things that I did came out well. So I think the start was very decent for me. Other than captaincy, that's the only one I. But again, I was happy with my captain pick. If I given the opportunity again, I would go with the same guy. So I don't have to be disappointed about that. So yeah, it was a good start for me. How about you? How did you start your season?
As usual, it's just the regular. You know, couldn't really. I wasn't expecting as much, but as long as I'm around the average points, I'm good. That means it's a good start. We don't want to start behind and then you have to start chasing. You just want to be right there. So I think we'll just talk about that. The next topic we'll just discuss is the results and how we did. But first things first, how many games did you watch? Like, did you watch a lot of games? Did you take note of anything special? Football is back.
Yeah, football is back, and obviously, like compared to previously, I
Hmm.
used to watch quite a lot of games, but now I have two teams in the Premier League. Yeah, in the past I only have one team. Now there's Liverpool, there's Brighton. Those are two
Brighton.
games I always look forward to, and I will watch. I want to watch, the whole game. So at least those two games I did watch them, and because the Premier League is back again. Manchester United played the first game. Everybody want to watch the first game, so I watch. I did not watch the whole game. I wake up a little bit late because of
Hmm.
course it's late in Japan. The game started around 4 a.m. here in Japan. But I did watch the second half of the game, and I also checked the numbers of the game and stuff like that to see what was going on and things. So yeah, I watched a lot of games. Arsenal, Man City. I was recording the Gambia football show, but I did watch the last. I know Man City, Chelsea. I did watch the game, but I watched the final part because I was recording the Gambia football show. But it was another good game, an interesting one. I saw things there. Arsenal, because they play on the same time. They played
Hmm.
the same time with Brighton. I was
Brighton, yeah.
watching both games simultaneously, but I had the big screen with Brighton. Arsenal was on my laptop, so I don't know much what was going on there. Other than what is that name? What is the name of that player who
Background
was
noise.
trying to who tried to strangle Havertz? What's his name?
I don't think I watched the game. I think I saw something like that, but I never really like focused on it. I guess for the
Mascara.
results and
It's
yeah.
Mascara. How do they call choke? How do they
Try to
call
choke,
that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Try to
did
choke.
you? Yeah, and then he holds somebody to. Yeah, he was just nasty the way he was playing. I
But
think
was
he
the
should
guy
have
that,
got a
that we
red.
saw him put his hand on his bum on
Yeah,
Jesus?
exactly. That it's the same guy who did the same thing. So yeah, he was not cool at all.
I saw
But
it
yeah,
on
I watch.
Twitter. I was like, oh, it's funny.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watch a lot of football this week. So it was interesting. I was
You've,
happy to see the Premier League back. What? How about you?
you've taken a lot of at least downloaded a lot of information, which is good. So as soon as the first game week is on, people start taking notes of players, that impress. So yeah, I actually watched a few games. I watched our game. I didn't start. I don't think I watched the game because I was working actually during working hours during the day. And it was a busy day
Yeah,
on Friday, so I guess so.
yeah.
As soon as the game ended, or almost the last 15, 20 minutes is when I watched it. So when the goal went in, I was watching. And I watched Brighton's game, part of the second half. Woke up a bit late. Arsenal, I didn't watch. I watched Chelsea's game.
So you missed
Chelsea
the
man.
first half of the most important game for Gambia.
Yeah, man. That's the thing. Like it was. I think it
you,
was early. It
you
was like
should,
what 7 o'clock. Said at 7.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
man,
Friday. I
you
was, I
should
was
go back.
awake.
You should go back and watch the first half then, because our boy
I
was
know.
destroying Everton. Yeah, we talk
I, I,
about
saw-
that.
I saw. I saw the highlights. I was like, yeah, this. It's when he went out. I think I didn't see him come back for the second half. So I was watching,
Yeah,
but kind of like in a trance, sleeping, kind of. But yeah. So which of those players impressed you apart from Minte, of course? I think that came in and you scored a goal too, So the competition is tough, man. Like that's what I was a bit worried, I was like, yeah, that's But anyways,
And they signed a new player actually. I think Ruther
another one again,
from
another striker.
UFC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
they
who
are
knows,
becoming the new they are becoming the new Chelsea, or they are enjoying the money they receive from Chelsea, and then
I think so. I
just
think finally they're
just
putting it into good use. Yeah.
just splashing
But
the cash. Yeah,
you don't want that to happen to them, like where you have so many players you don't know what to do with them, because the competition is going to kill some players' dreams, because some players don't get the chance to actually express themselves, get comfortable. They're always, fighting for place. I mean, it's not the best environment, but anyways, survival of the fittest. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Minte gets to showcase his skills. That's what I want, because they have a lot of winners, man.
like
A
yeah,
lot of winners.
like
Yeah.
I'm sure people are worried because they're seeing players
I'm
around him
worried.
and,
I'm gonna be worried.
established players. But of course, if you, to be honest, personally, I'm not. I am not, because I just see him as very, very important player. Even yesterday, I was watching a vlog after the end of the game, some Brighton fans, or a podcast from. Now I watch everything Brighton. So everything you want to know about Brighton, just come to
everything
me.
that's happening.
Just come to me. I know everything that's happening. Yeah, they were talking about the situation and players around his position, like March, like Adingra, and everything they were saying is unfortunate, but we have this player now. So these players, they have to find a way, or that is the high, that is the
somehow.
to fit in, or to leave, or they have already resigned to the fact that he is their main guy in that position, and I think that's gonna be the case.
Hopefully he
I know
stays,
people will
yeah.
keep. Yeah, I know people will. Yeah, he will. Yeah, hopefully, that is the thing. And of course, he had a knock in the first half, which was apparently adjourned to be concussion, duty protocols, and then he has to go out and stuff like that. But I think he'll be fine. The agent said that he'll be fine, and I got that from him as well, that he was okay to continue. So that will not be a problem. But of course, the Premier League have their protocols. If they find anything, then he will have to sit
Miss a
out.
few
I
games.
I think
6 days.
6 days to two
6
weeks,
days,
something
yeah.
like that. But he was absolutely mental, absolutely exceptional in that first half. He was the best player on the pitch. In the first 45 minutes he played, like he ended the game as the player with the most chances created in the game. The goal he created for Mitoma. Yeah, despite playing only 45 minutes, he ended the game like that. It was a very good game from him. Defensively, he harassed Mikalenko. I don't know. He really harassed him all day. I'm sure he was really happy to see Minte leave the pitch, because he was a menace for him if you watch the game. But other than Minte,
Other players,
in the Brighton game, Welbeck, people are not taking, like, because we know Welbeck, and then people are taking him, like, but he has a very, very good preseason. He was exceptional in preseason, scored a lot of goals, had a good combination with the attacking players, he stayed fit. When Welbeck is fit, usually he's a good player,
That's the problem. The fitness is the issue, but
yeah. And he has really impressed me during the preseason in Japan here, and also what he's doing now in the team. Like, he was very good. I think he got a goal and an assist in the first game. I think I could have got a goal and an assist when he came into, losing that place. I think he did not take it lightly, and he's wanting to fight for his place in the team, which is wonderful. Football, this is how it's supposed to be. Nothing has to be easy for you. It's about competition, and the more the competition, the more people can level up their game. So in that game, I think those players impressed. Mitoma, of course. Mitoma is Mitoma. We already know what he brings to the team. He was exceptional as well. Maybe other than the attacking players, you don't see much from defense, but they still kept the clean sheet. They could have conceded a goal, of course. Their keeper was also in good form. But I think their attacking option is the exciting ones. Other teams too, of course. Man United, you said you watched the United game. What did you take from there?
I think we'll discuss that in the fan corner, but I don't want to be too excited or too, too negative, but I think we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Any other game that were interesting to you, like the Chelsea Man City game? Chelsea fans are a bit, down in a way.
Yeah.
They're down.
Yeah.
They're like, a bit. But it's a tough game, man. It's a tough game against Man City. It's always been a tough game. Last season they did better because they drew the four all. And I think most of their players, like what's his name again? the kid, their best player of last season. You know, he had better
Power.
minutes. Palmer, he had more minutes, but this time around he just came from, what do you call it again?
Yeah.
He didn't have a proper preseason, so I guess
Yeah.
it's going to take him time to get into gear. But I was a bit worried when they removed Nkunku before the 60th minute. It's a bit annoying because he's one of their best players and he had a really pretty good preseason. So I don't know what the coach is happening with the coach. Maybe he wanted to try something different. I don't know. Maybe something's not working there. We'll see.
To be honest,
What are your thoughts? You
yeah,
didn't
to be
watch the
honest,
game?
I didn't watch a lot of the game. I watched
Mm-hmm.
the final few minutes of the game, but when everything has already happened, I don't even know how Haaland scored the goal and stuff.
It was a
So
good
I
goal.
don't
It
know
was a
much.
good striker's
Yeah.
goal. Yeah, it was a good striker's goal. But I even feel like Man City, they're not, they always start, they always get form late. They were not
Yeah.
at their absolute best, obviously, but they managed to win like convincingly, even though Chelsea
Yeah.
were struggling. But I think Chelsea, the problem is them that is the final third, the attack, the finishing. Your boy Jackson again, he's back.
Michael.
Michael is back again. Like I don't know, man. They need a top level striker that finishes chances. That's like a serious guy. He doesn't mess about. But yeah, any
Well,
other games?
I think they are getting Chelsea. I think they are getting Zhao Felix and Osimhen. I think they are on their cards. Zhao
You think
Felix, they
Osimhen?
have
I
already
don't think
agreed.
Osimhen. I don't think Osimhen is gonna come. It's just I
Osimhen
don't
is
know.
not. Yeah, Osimhen, I don't know if Osimhen want to stay at Napoli anymore, and Napoli they want to get rid of him. I don't know why
I think he
Napoli
wants to
don't want
leave.
to.
He wants to leave. Yeah, but yeah,
He
he
wants
wants
to
to
leave,
leave.
and then Napoli also wants Lukaku. Lukaku is an Italian. You know, in the Italian league, he usually do well.
Mm,
So there is a way they might do a swap deal or something, and then with the with maybe Chelsea paying some extra money on top of that. So yeah, let's see how that one goes. The other game, which was exciting, I think Arsenal because of what happened, and of course Saka, Havertz. We need to talk about Havertz. You know, he was not getting
Havertz, yeah, Havertz, yeah.
a lot of attention ahead of the season because of
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Jesus, which is rightly so.
He looked
Because
good. He
Gabriel
looked good.
Jesus,
Yeah.
yeah. But Havertz could be a very good FPL pick this season. He's just 8.5 or 8 million in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
8.5. So he could be a very interesting pick. Scored a goal and assist. Saka also did the same thing. Yeah.
That's yeah. What about Vardy?
Yeah, Jamie Vardy. Yesterday he scored, right?
Jamie Vardy is back. The guy, I mean, man, the game was the first half. Tottenham dominated the game. They could have scored a lot of goals, but that's football for you. If you don't take your chances, you don't capitalize. You never know what's going to happen. Second half, man, Leicester just came to life, and then like yeah, they deserve their point. Leicester definitely deserve the point. But I feel like Vardy, man, like because we were thinking that they didn't buy many players, so they were going to actually struggle. That was the point because that's why we got Solanke, even though we have never seen him in the Spurs jersey before. We just got him because we just thought, oh, they're going to score them. But he didn't get a good game. Sunday
Solanke,
didn't
yeah.
score. It was Spurs that scored. Yeah, he's kind of struggled. Like
I didn't know what you do.
yeah,
But I also saw the Brentford game. You know, Mbuemo, he was not getting a lot of
Momo.
love before the start of the season. Everybody was
Yeah, but
overside. Like,
yeah, Momo.
but
Yeah,
Mbuemo he's one of the players, of course. I kind of see, okay, this player could be a differential for me. And yeah,
definitely.
I was so happy to see him score. Tony, he's off to Saudi, I believe. And if Tony goes to
They're
Saudi,
close. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
it's
coming to
close. If Tony goes to Saudi, Mboma becomes the main man. Mboma becomes the penalty taker. So everybody will be jumping on Mboma. So I kind of like that one. Newcastle too, I saw their game a bit. They got the red card early, and then I was like, oh, then Isaac is not gonna score or something. But fortunately, he managed to get 5 points, and
get an
yeah,
assist there.
get an assist. That is it.
Yeah. So move on to our teams. You want to go first, or you want me to
You
go first?
you can go. You can go.
Okay. Let me just share my team. What's going on?
That's your team, right?
Yes. So that's my team. So points 63. Yeah, I'm not worried about points now. I just want to keep together with the pack. Average is
Yeah.
57, which wasn't bad to be honest. It wasn't bad at all. So my team, Henderson, 2 points. Pedro Porro, I think he kind of saved me a bit, with the 9 pointer over there. Lewis Hall, your guy that you asked me to pick, came up 5 points, which is good. Quanta was a bit disappointing, but you explained to me what happened during the game and why he was, stopped early. So I kind of understand. I'm going to give him one more week to see what happens because, he did well in the preseason. So I hopefully that not all have gone to waste. Hopefully he keeps his place.
Definitely.
Yeah, Saka obviously with 12, Minte with 4, Diogo Jota with 8, Rashford with 3. Quite disappointing too over there. Isak, who I captain with 10, Alan with 7, and then Solanke with 2. So yeah, at the bench Nkunku with 1 point, Bako, who I think didn't even feature in the game, 0 point,
Yeah, he
Robinson
was on
with
the
2.
bench.
And yeah, so yeah, that's my my team for game week 1. Pretty standard team. Like I think the points are well deserved, apart from the one pointers where players didn't finish the game, but I think the rest is fine.
Yeah, definitely. It's not the worst start, That is an average that you will that you will be happy to finish with, maybe 63
Yeah,
or
exactly.
going up.
Just be there. Yeah, just about. How about your team?
Definitely. Yeah, my team is looking like this. 76. I had 76 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a decent start for me.
You're already up and away.
Yeah, 76. Henderson, I think we have that. Come on, and Pedro Porro. We woke up to see that he got the goal. I was happy. Lewis Hall, he got an early yellow card in that game. That's why he got the 5-pointer.
That's why he got 5 points. Yeah.
He kept the clean sheet, which is nice. Trent, 8 points, could have been more because I think.
I heard he did well, man.
He created 2 big chances that Liverpool missed. Luis Diaz missed one, and then Jota missed a sitter of a header that Trent put on a plate for him. So that's why he got the bonus points, because he was creating everything for Liverpool. In the second half, he was absolutely exceptional. Even the goal we scored, it was through him that put the through ball for Salah to lay it for Jota to score. He assisted the assistant, which does not reflect to FPL points, but he was very good in the second half. Yeah, in midfield I have Jota, Mbeumo, Minte and Saka, all of them return. And Minte, of course, if he continued that game, I'm sure he could have get more points, because he should have, especially how open the game was at the end of the day. And after when they got the red card, he could have get way more points, especially the way he played that first half. But yeah, 4 points, I will take it. On his debut, Premier League debut, he gave me FPL points, so that's good. Saka 12, and then up top Haaland with 7. Isaac captain 5 with 10 points, and then Solanke 2 points. So yeah, I'm ready to unleash my team for game week 3. I'm gonna bank, but we talk about game week 2. Sorry, yeah, we talk about that later. So yeah, I'm happy with the start. To be honest, I'm happy with the start.
That's a good start. That's a good start. 76 points is a good start. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just disappointed with maybe some players not getting more, because I'm greedy. FPL managers are greedy. You want
you always
all
want
the time.
More. Yeah. If you're not the highest point of the week, you always want more.
Definitely, exactly.
Yeah, so moving along to the Kotu Classic Mini-league, let me see if I can. There we go. Obviously it's the first game week, and obviously we have a few things there. So we're going to talk about the first few 5. We have a lot of them there that are on 4. So just start from 7 anyway. So we see Baukat Gay 7th, Christopher Wilson 7th. I see some new names here though. Sitting Cisse.
We have a bigger league this year. We have a bigger league.
A lot of people. Sherlock Joey 4th, 3rd, Mamadou B Jallo, 2nd, Babacar Jallo, 1st, Mula Fufana. So you can see 96 point, man. 96, 88, 89, 88, 87, 86. Whew. These people are already flying. These people are already ready to go, man. Yeah, so I don't think we got a chance. Probably the team of the week is the highest, without checking.
Without checking. For the first week is the highest. Yeah.
So,
from next week we start checking it from live FPL.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is just preliminary, but we still want to give you your shout out. So congrats, Mula Fana, for being the number 1 and also the manager of the week, first game week. So hopefully you keep it up and keep up with the pack, because it's going to be a very intense league. And
if you can average 96 points every week,
you're on your way.
Champion, FPL number 1.
You're on your way, man. Definitely. So moving on to Fan Corner. basically.
Yeah.
So, Man U, I think you asked me about this earlier. Um, in a way, it's a good result because we know most teams are not really on form right now. Most teams are coming back because of the AFCON, I mean, not AFCON, the Euros and the Copa
Yeah.
America. Like teams are, most players that were playing there had an extent, other like a late holiday, and then they came. For us, I think Bruno, Menu, Dallo were the ones that came last. Even Martinez came last. So probably the Community Shield was their first preseason, which is a bit crazy. That they played like 90 minutes most of them, like especially Bruno. So I wasn't expecting much. I just wanted to win, but there were some positives there. Like we created chances, man, some clear cut chances, which is a bit annoying. You don't want these things to keep happening, like when the season goes. You just chalk it up to what? Okay, they are lacking fitness. Hopefully, when they get the fitness, the sharpness will come. That killer instinct will be there. They'll finish all the chances. But we have problem. We had problems last season too with a lot of chances, but not last season we didn't have as many chances, but we are scoring important goals like the one years. But this time around, chances are being created, which is good. We just want them to be finished off. So yeah, also happy with the way that our team is a bit compact compared to last season, which was like the midfield was just open. You had only Casemiro there. This time around, like it was more compact. We are aware of the spaces, and it's good that obviously the guy that scored the winner, Zexi, is a new striker. He's more like a Marshall type of mold. It's like he said he considered himself a 9.5. The 9, not the 10. One of the striker of the 10, so a 9.5. So he's going to create a lot of chances. You're going to see that this season, hopefully, when he gets his chance. And then you have Hoyland, who's like I consider our main striker. He's injured now. So it's going to be interesting to see when he comes into the team what happens. You have Garnacho, who's on the bench now. Now Ahmad is on the right. Anthony is nowhere to be found. He's on the bench, probably third in line now. So we have options and in depth, which we didn't have last season. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Happy about the performance. Hopefully, we improve with the fitness and we score most of our chances. Next game is not going to be easy. We play Brighton, your guy. So we play our second best team in the league.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's all going to work, but it's gonna be crazy. But it's a good test to have, especially early on. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
happy.
yeah.
So there you have it. Rashford, this should be his season, man. He needs to get back on track. Probably start scoring soon. Fall in love with football because man, like his time is running out. He's now a more matured senior figure in the team, and he should probably like lead by example. Yeah. How about Liverpool?
No, like you haven't mentioned about Mazraoui, did you? How
Oh
impressed were
yeah,
you
I
with him?
forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot about. I didn't watch the whole game. So I
Yeah.
came in the last 20 minutes. So basically, what I heard was people like giving feedback on his performance. But I didn't actually watch him play. It was just the goal and the last few minutes that I watched. So yeah, I heard it was very impressive. It's what we have been lacking because Wan-Bissaka is one of the best like one v
Defensive right
one
backs.
defenders in the world. Like I don't think there's anybody that's better. But going
Yeah, but
forward is the problem. That
that is yeah.
inverted fullback, you know what I mean. Like that's the way Ten Hag wants to play. I don't think Wan-Bissaka can
Yeah.
play
So
that. He tried his best because when Ten Hag came into the team, he banished him. He was on his way out, but for some reason he turned it around. Dalot was injured, and then he stepped into the team, did well. But he can't do what he's not capable of. That's the problem. Mazraoui
yeah,
is a
definitely
different
yeah.
beast, man. Yeah, he's technically aware. He's very attacking. He can play midfield. He can play left. He can play left back, right
Yeah,
back.
he's
I
versatile.
mean, yeah, he's versatile and he
I,
knows the way the coach plays because he played with him
I was
before.
surprised.
He played
I
with
was
him. So
surprised he played on right, like he played right back, and Dalot switched to the right, to the left.
to the
What
left
did you
back.
make of that? Why did you think the coach
Yeah,
did that? Do you have an idea?
he's a right back actually. Mascherano, his best position is a right back.
Yeah, but
He can't play left. He
He's more
can't play
versatile
left back.
than he's more versatile than Dalot.
Than Dallo.
Is
I
that
think
like
so. I think so.
at international level, for example, he plays left back every
Mm,
single time
mm.
because they have Hakimi.
Oh wow.
Ashraf Hakimi, Morocco.
Oh
So
yeah. Okay.
he is always
Yeah,
playing left back, and he's very good at left back. The World Cup he played left back throughout. So you have Dalo. Dalo is a more natural right
mm.
back than like
More
Dalo is.
natural right back than the left back.
There is yeah. So what was the thinking behind
I
Dalo
really,
playing? Do you have
I
any?
don't think they asked him
I
that question. That's a, That's
I
probably
know.
the
I
big
think I
question.
know. I think I know. But I wanted to get from the United fan. That's why
So
the take.
I think maybe
Uh
as a new person coming into the team, he
huh.
hasn't like really gelled with the team yet. Number one, and I don't think
Uh
he had as much playing time as a team because he signed. I think I don't know what day he signed, and the next that same day they had individual training, if I'm correct,
Yeah.
and then the next day is
Yeah.
when they trained with the team, and then they played on Friday. So there was
Yeah.
a lot of they were. I don't think they had enough time to probably prep properly. So they just put him in a position where he feels won't be at as much of a pressure. So Dalo
Mo-
has played left back last season a few times, so. But I think Mazudai was signed as a right back. He can play left. So we are looking for a left back because can you imagine both of our left backs have been out for almost a year now.
Shaw
Luke Shaw maybe less, but
and Malasia.
doesn't even make sense, man. Luke Shaw was out almost the whole season, got fit for England, and now back to club and he's now injured again.
He's not injured
I
again.
mean,
Yeah.
you can't
It's
make this stuff.
disappointing.
You
It's
can't make
yeah.
this stuff up, man. You don't know what's going on. So
Yeah. It's
I
sad.
kind
It's
of feel
sad. It's
like
sad though. It's sad. But
it's not
yeah.
sad.
Speaking of that.
Priorities, man. Priorities. So like I'm as a fan, I don't speak for anybody else. I think we need to get another left back who's like world class, who we can actually rely on. If Luke Shaw wants, he can just run his contract down and probably leave. That's fine. He's been in Man U for more than 8 years now.
Yeah.
Like where else? Where else? I mean, yeah. So,
Yeah.
another player that you signed that I'm excited to actually watch play that can play that high line, is Delhi. But the thing is, I think they're trying to ease him in. But at the same time, Maguire had one of the best games of his life for Man U. So
Yeah.
it's been a life
That. What is his name? Pereira. That 2v1 that they have. Did you see that situation?
yeah.
The counter attack play. Pereira, there was, I think Iwobi was running on the left, so it was
He should
just
have scored.
about the
He should
matter
have
of.
scored, yeah.
Yeah, he should have passed the ball properly. I think the pass
They should have scored
yeah,
that chance.
they
Did you
should have
did you
scored
see
there.
Garnacho's chance?
Yeah, I saw it. The left foot from Rashford pass. Yeah,
That was one of the
that
worst
was,
misses
that's
I've
the
seen.
yeah. So I listened to Planet FPL. James, he analyzed the situation. He said the defender, who was it? Job mishit the ball, right? Musumagi, like I have to say this in Wolof. Musumagi said Abu Melnonu, like like it was so clear the ball is coming, but
Airball,
no saying a ball, football is completely different
angle.
areas. Understand? Yeah, the angle is so like I've never seen a mishit like that one. Then so say what James says. Then the ball went. Rashford win the ball. Rashford made a terrible pass because the pass was not great, and then Garnacho also made a terrible miss. So 3 players they had a disaster on in one incident, and it ended up like that. It was so funny.
It was so comic. It was so comical that people didn't even talk about it much because when you talk about it, you just get angry. People just ignore the whole situation. I think we won. The reason is because we won, and then there was not much to talk about. If we had drawn that game, a lot of people would be angry with those chances. Big issue. Yeah. So
yeah, definitely. So before we leave, what was it? Masraoui situation. I think I expect Man United to play the same because it is going to be important for the next game against Brighton. But you are talking about Mitoma on the left and Minte on the right? If Man United know, Minte is very, very rapid. Like I say, he was the fastest. I went to which podcast was that? Was the Brighton podcast? They say, oh, I don't know if Minte is really fast or the Everton defenders are really slow. Then I commented on the post. I tell them this boy is extremely fast. Minte recorded the fastest speed in the Eredivisie last season. In terms of speed, players, all the players in the Eredivisie, he recorded the fastest speed there. So you can tell. If you compare that number which he recorded in the Premier League, he will be up there in the top 5 or top 6 in terms of the speed, the highest speed he recorded last season. So he's a speedster. You played against Fulham this week. Adama Traore was on the right.
Oh yeah.
He was playing on the right wing. So to bring Masraoui straight in on his debut against Adama Traore,
against a fast player,
it's gonna be really difficult. That's why I think, like you say, Let's play him where he's more comfortable, so that we don't have a disaster of a debut. He play on the right,
first,
and then Dalo, if he have a bad game, it's okay, because Dalo
It's okay. He's
he
been
has
in the
been
team. Yeah, he can
he's been
deal
in the
with
team
it.
for a
Yeah.
long. He can deal with it. So I think that was the reason. Adama Traore was the reason why Manchester United did that, and then play Mazraoui right, and then Dalo moved to the left. So now in the next game, you are gonna play against another player who
And
have,
another
of course,
fast player.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe Minte does not have that repetition as very fast player in the Premier League yet, like Adama Traore has, but he is extremely fast. So if Man United do their analysis very well, they will know that playing against Minte, it will be very difficult
But the
for
same situation might be the same situation
yeah.
as the first team. Yeah.
But the problem here is they have Minte, they have Mitoma. So
Both of
either
them are
ways, both of them are good. Both of them are fast. Both of them are very good at 1v1s. So whoever you get is going to be a difficult task for you. But I can see United doing the same thing. The other player I want to mention is Casemiro, of course, because I slate him all the time.
Well,
I slate him.
yeah.
I slate him all the time,
I
right?
forgot to mention him. Yeah, I forgot to mention him.
Yeah. He was very good. I think he was very good in that game.
Go ahead.
And like defensively, he was very good. I like his fitness is completely different from what he was last season.
He had a very good preseason.
Yeah.
And I think he took it seriously this time around, because last season, for some reason, he came into the league. He wasn't fit. You can tell he was a bit overweight. I don't know if you remember this.
Exactly.
This time around,
That's what I'm talking
I think
about.
he's trying to do better, probably. But also the way we play, we don't play the same. You remember last season, the way we played, nobody understood the formation. It's like everybody just attack, and you just left Casemiro and the defenders there. It was a bit
Mino is
unfair,
really
to
good.
be honest. It was a bit
To have
unfair.
Mino alongside him is good.
So this time around, maybe they've kind of analyzed that and say, okay, this is the issue, and he kind of changed the way we play. I'm not technically aware to be able to analyze the way we play right now, but we are hoping to sign Ugarte, which Uruguayan?
PSG.
Uruguayan?
Yeah, Uruguayan. PSG.
Yeah. So right now, there are a few things we needed to sell in order to buy the price that PSG is asking for, but we don't have that money right now. So we're hoping to sell McTominay, you understand, and then get some of that funds to be able to pay. If we can't afford him, then we're going to probably get him on loan, but PSG want to sell. So that's the thing. I think if we have like an Ugarte, who's like I'm not really sure what kind of player he is, but he's more of on the defensive side. Very quick, good on the press, So he, even if not, he's not going to take Casemiro's spot, but he can assist, or like they can share the number of games. In my own opinion, that's what happen, because you cannot have somebody like Casemiro at this age play all the games. That's not gonna it's not gonna work, because there's a lot of football that's gonna happen this season. You need to balance the player, and the way Ten Hag likes to do is he likes to play one team for the whole season. And you cannot do that at this level, So I don't mind having two defensively minded midfielders in my team. I'll be happy with that, 100%. So
Ugarte is defensive minded. He's very defensive, because I can remember last season, before he moved to PSG. Actually, he was playing
Chelsea. Chelsea.
No, actually, Liverpool was Porto. Liverpool was mentioned in that. So I have to watch some clips of him, because usually if the player is linked with Liverpool, I want to see what type of player they are, what they can do. And he's a very good destroyer. He destroys a lot. He's not the best technical midfielder, I would say.
Yeah, but he does his job.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why I think PSG. That's why I think PSG, he only 1 year, and then they want to get rid, because maybe they want more technical player in their midfield area. But of course, if you want somebody to complement, or somebody to help, maybe give Casemiro rest here and there, I think Ugarte could be a good option for you guys. Definitely.
But the problem is going to be Casemiro is on 350k a week. If Ugarte comes, you cannot bench Casemiro, who's on those high wages every game. So you have to find a way. So we were hoping to sell Casemiro, and then Ugarte will just come and just fill that role. But right now, like, I understand the situation, like in a business sense, but we need another midfielder, defensive midfielder in our team, because Amrabat is gone. So there's no supporting place. We only have McTominay. He's not a defensive midfielder. Anyways, let's go on to Liverpool. Take us through what happened in your game.
Liverpool. Yeah, of course, if you watch the game, the first half, everybody will be like, oh, this Liverpool, when Liverpool is coming, because of course, we have a new regime. Arne Slot just came in as the new Liverpool manager, so that was his first competitive game. And then I think in the past 23 or something years, the new Liverpool manager has never won, on their debut. So it was good to see him win. Even Klopp, when he started, his first game was against Tottenham. He drew 0-0. So for Arsenal to start off with a win, I think it was a good thing. I know people were worried, especially the first half, the way Ipswich played. I think if you
high tempo, intense,
exactly. Yeah. Exactly, high tempo, 1v1 everywhere on the pitch. They are playing 1v1 Liverpool. Even sometimes you even feel they are marking our goalkeeper. So because sometimes they press us with 4, because Liverpool, Trent will always slot inside as a midfielder, as an inverted midfielder. Then we will have 3 centre backs, right? So if you have 3 centre backs, and then you are seeing 4 players coming to these 3 centre backs. So, and the goalkeeper is also, our goalkeeper is also part of the build-up play and stuff like that. So it was like they are marking everyone, even our goalkeeper. So it was so difficult for Liverpool to play behind that force block of 4. They struggle a lot to play behind it. And even if you play behind it, it was so slow in the first half for Liverpool to progress the ball to players like Salah, players like Diaz. And again, if they progress the ball to these players, Salah was struggling with his 1v1 duels. If he have 1v1 with the attacker, he kind of struggled in the first half. I know Salah is not the best when it comes to taking on players nowadays. He used to be when he was younger.
The pace is not there anymore.
It's not there anymore. Exactly, before he was
the first. It was like, I can remember one game that I watched against Real Madrid. I don't think it was the final or anything like that. It was, I think, one of those, before you guys were like, hit your heights.
Yeah.
The guy ran past what's his name again? The Real Madrid defender. What's his name again? The guy Ramos. It was like a movie.
Like a flash.
He was just passing him. Ramos just used his hands to. It's like he was trying to catch him. He can't even catch him with his hands. That's how fast.
He used to.
That was fair when you guys just signed him.
Yeah, exactly. It was different now.
Yeah, obviously age,
age will take. Age will take. Yeah. So and he has never been really a very good 1v1. Like when it comes to if he's on the line, you have 1v1 to beat the man and stuff like that. He always ball, because Salah is like, if I say this, it's kind of an understatement. Like Salah is not so technical as a player. Like he don't have those, like the Mahrez. He's different from Mahrez. Mahrez 1v1 with a player, he will beat you because he's very good technically. He's skillful. Salah is not so skillful. He uses it, but he's very like. If I say he's not skillful, it's not fair on Salah because he has his own skills. He does it in his own way. But in the natural football way, skillful taking on defenders, he's not that. I have known that for a while. Again, he's not that, because ball bounce off him, blah blah blah. But he's good. He's good in his own way. He struggled with those 1v1 in the first half, and Liverpool struggled to progress the ball. So Ipswich were doing what they were, but the way they were doing it, it will not last, because the way it was too intense for them.
Too much energy.
And in the end, that was their that was how they lost the game, I would say, because through their pressing, their downfall, Liverpool through their press, Liverpool find the first pass, second pass, and then all of a sudden, because the goal we scored, the first
pass from Trent was beautiful, man.
Ibu Konate played the ball into Gravenberch placed the ball, I think, to Trent plays behind Salah.
That ball to Salah was behind the defender, and Salah just run diagonally to get.
Exactly. So, but I'm impressed with the first game, and I expect teams that come up. I expect teams even in the Premier League in the first few games, to give their all. So it was a good game in my opinion. I like the way we approached the second half. I like the substitution. There were things I don't like, of course, in the game, which I highlighted. Our set piece routines and stuff like that. It was too predictable for my liking. But I was happy with it. And Gravenberch playing at the defensive midfield spot, we have been struggling. We have been getting rejected every time for that defensive spot. So to see Gravenberch play that position and did very well. I think after Salah, he was the best player on the pitch that day. After Salah, Gravenberch was the best player on the pitch. He was making half turns, progressing the play, driving through the midfield, doing the basic things right. So, of course, it's not we were playing just Ipswich, a promoted team at the end of the day. So if we have a better team, it will be a more difficult test. But I think what I saw, I liked what I saw, and just a finishing chances. No Darwin Núñez was a bit worrying. I would have expected to see him play some minutes, but he did not come on at all. Like you guys, we also need a defensive midfielder. Endo is not the cup of tea for the coach. I understand why. So we might need somebody there but if we don't have anybody to, I think, like I tell my people in the Kotu Classic,
You'll be fine. Yeah.
it will be fine. I tell them football is played on grass, not on the transfer window. The Chelsea fans, I always tell them that football is played on grass. Let's go get on the grass and play football. And I was impressed. Yeah, I was happy with what I saw.
Okay, so we'll talk about the fixtures for game week 2.
Yeah.
I think can we put it on the
Yeah, let me bring it on
and see. Yeah, I already have someone. Let's go to games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have it on?
Yeah, I do. I can you can show yours, that's fine too.
Okay, that's the line. Oh, this is the game week. So I should go to game week 2 for us to look at the fixtures. Yeah, that's it. So
there we go.
You guys kick off the week with my boy.
Why did they like playing us first game? Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah. So Brighton, Man U, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Fulham, Leicester, Man City, Ipswich. Yeah, that's the main game for FPL right there.
FPL.
Southampton, Nottingham Forest, Spurs, Everton, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Wolves, Chelsea.
Aston Villa, Arsenal will be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting game because last season we know that's where Arsenal lost the season. So yeah, Liverpool, Brentford.
You play the final game of the week.
Aston Villa, okay, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Wolves, Chelsea, and then Liverpool, Brentford. Okay. So which games do you think FPL manager should probably focus on apart from the Man City switch?
It's obvious.
That's the game we're on the plans.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
All the Haaland owners we are jumping. They have their mouth watering for this game, obviously. So
I think other than that one, the sports game is something we have to. Everton, they were woeful against. They started 10 the first 10 minutes they were okay, but they were woeful. They could have lost that game 4-0, 5-0. And that was at home, so it is embarrassing for them to lose that fixture. Even though Brighton are good, to lose a home game in the first game of the week. What I heard the Everton fans say is, whenever Michael Keane starts, disaster is coming for them.
Yeah.
That's what they say, the Everton fans. So Spurs having Everton. It's an exciting one. Solanke, he could score his first goal for Spurs against Everton, I believe. So that is a fixture that I'm heavily invested in, but it will be something that will be good for FPL managers. Yeah. How about you? Any other fixtures that you pinpoint as FPL fixtures?
FPL fixture, I think that's an interesting game, to be honest. Newcastle Bournemouth 2 is an interesting game. And then Wolves Chelsea. Because Newcastle, I think that obviously because the red card might have skewed a bit of the result, but if they have 11 players, we'll see how that turns out because, it's Bournemouth, by the way. Chelsea Wolves as well. Chelsea didn't start well, but I want to see what their attack is going to be, whether it's going to be consistent, whether Nkunku is still going to stay and get more minutes. Palmer too is getting into his groove of things. So yeah, I think those two games, apart from the Man City game and sports games, will be the ones to watch out for, in my opinion. Yeah,
definitely.
Any transfers? I'm sure it's early. It's a bit early right now. Any transfers?
For me, the way I set my team was to not make a transfer in game week 2, but of course I have a couple of flags. So So should I share my team now?
Yeah, sure. Let's share your team and let's see what the team is like.
Yeah. This is how my team is looking. Henderson will be the goalkeeper, of course. He plays West Ham at home. Then Pedro Polo, if he is fit, of course, he starts. Hall plays Bournemouth, and then Trent plays Brentford. So I think the defense I'm quite happy with, and of course the goalkeeper. In midfield you have Simitro. I bought him and put him on the bench. They play Leicester at home, so that should be a good. One. Yankuba Minte, of course, he will start for me. He's a like set and forget. You see my team name is set and forget Minte, so he stays. Yeah, and then Saka and Diego Jota. Yeah, I'm quite worried about Salah, but again, it was always something you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. I wanted us actually to talk about the premiums. How are you gonna approach the premiums this season? Understand? Because you want to have Haaland sometimes, you want to have Saka sometimes, you want to have
You
Salah
can't get them
sometimes,
all. Yeah,
even
yeah.
Palmer, you want to have them sometimes. So, like, what is the best approach to go with this? So, yeah.
I feel I feel like this season is going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of planning. You have to plan because if you
Yeah.
want the premiums, last season we are lucky enough that we have the premiums, but we had a lot of midfielders that were mid range that did the
Yeah.
job. So you didn't need to have all the premiums. This season, those premiums that did well last season, their price have gone up and they're now premiums now. Like the Palmers, they're now big players. You just can't just
Yeah,
put everybody in your team anymore. So
even the Watkins.
yeah, the Watkins. What is helping us right now in Game Week 1 is those players play international tournaments and they're coming back, but they're not fit enough to start with a bang. But once they
Yeah.
start getting in their form, it's going to be a big issue
It's gonna be a big
because
it's gonna be really difficult,
going to be a
yeah.
problem, right? Like, how do you get them into your team? And I think that's where the planning comes in.
Yeah,
Because I
planning comes
watched I
in.
watched the Aston Villa game. Watkins wasn't sharp at all.
Yeah.
Duran came in and he scored the goal. So I mean, Watkins, they give him a few more games. Palmer too, the same thing. He was playing, but he wasn't as sharp as we expect him to be. So
Yeah,
all these
yeah,
players,
yeah,
even Foden came in for somebody who was injured, I think, in the game. But
yeah.
then
Yeah,
also he
yeah,
just
yeah,
came
yeah.
in and he didn't really,
Savino.
yeah, he
Savino.
didn't
He
really
was
do
very good
much.
too. He was really
Yeah,
impressive.
Sabine is good.
Savino.
We should keep an eye on him. But yeah, Foden,
Yeah.
we forget that Foden is there. That's how good Sabine has been. But then all
Yeah.
these players are going to come back at some point. And the problem I think
Exactly.
we're going to have is when do we bring them into our team? When do we have like a proper like transfer strategy to bring them at the right time? Since you can have them all, you
You
have to
have
bring
to
them at
find the ways.
you have to
Yeah.
combine them at the right time when their fixture changes, when they're on form. So all these things need to come
Exactly.
into play, man. So it's going to be interesting. The problem we
Yeah.
have is the big ones like that, like Salah and Haaland. You can't just bring
Uh-huh.
them in and take them out anytime you want because their prices,
Yeah.
like they make up so much big chunk of your budget that you can't do that. So either
You
you
cannot.
keep
You
them
cannot.
there or you go a
Uh-huh.
full chunk of 5, 6, 7 games without them.
Without them.
It's gonna be scary,
Yeah.
man. It's gonna be scary.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
mhm.
Like we discussed, Salah is going to punish us. We all know that, right?
Oh
So
yeah. We already see
yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah, it happens every single time. And by the way, he also broke another record in the Premier League on match day one, which I did not mention. I will, he became the f- the leading goal scorer for game week 1. I don't know
Mhm.
how can I say it. Alan Sierra used to have that record with 8 Premier League goals.
Consecutive game week once he scored. I think how
No,
many? Is it 9?
no, no. Since he came to the Premier League, he has never failed to score or assist.
Scored.
Last season, that's why he was pissed last season. You can remember last season when Klopp took him off in the first game. He assisted the Liverpool goal. The Liverpool goal. I think Liverpool scored one. I don't think what I don't cannot remember which team we played last season in the first game, but he assisted the goal. I think it was Chelsea. Yeah, he assisted the goal, and then Klopp took him off, and he was so pissed because he has scored in every single match day one.
Oh,
Yeah, but the sound, where is the sound coming from?
I think it's you.
It's on me.
Probably did you open something, one of your tabs?
Maybe another tab, yeah. Yeah. I will sort it out. I don't know where it's coming from, but I sort it out. It just stopped again. Can you hear it
No.
from your end? Okay. Maybe it's just me. Yeah. So scoring his 9 goal. Scoring his 9 goal means that now he has the highest number of goals on the match on the first game of the season. After Alan Shearer had 8, so that is his new record. So yeah, he like I say, he has his mind on all these records. I'm telling you. That's why last season he was pissed off at Klopp for not for taking him off because he wanted to, that's the way he
break all the
thinks.
records. Man. That's good. That's good. I mean, he wants to set his
Yeah,
mark, which is good. He's one of the best Premier League players ever. There's no denying that.
yeah,
To be honest. Yeah.
yeah.
So what is your strategy from game week 2? You're going to bank a transfer this week, obviously, and
Yeah, I'm
then
gonna
when do
bank
you
it.
start making like actual transfers? So when do you put like think you'll start probably, making all the important transfers.
Okay, now I stopped the music. I saw where it was coming from. Sorry about that. I was so confused. I cannot see where the music. But anyways, yeah, I will bank the transfer this week. I will bank the transfer, and then next week I will have a couple of transfers, and then I can do a lot with it. I don't think there is anything to change in my team because that's where I set it. I wanted to have a strong game week 1 team and have a strong game week 2 team, and even if possible have a strong game week 3 team. So yeah, because even these Howard Bellis, who plays for Southampton, he is a 4 million defender. He plays Nottingham Forest at home. So it's not the end of the world to start him in this particular fixture, right? Even if Porto was injured, I am happy to start him because he will start. Mbeumo against Liverpool away. It's just my Liverpool bias. Maybe that's why I put him on the bench, but he can start.
Possible. Yeah, he can.
He can start. So these 2 players, they are all potential starters for my team in case Minte and Porto, who are currently flagged, are not available. Even though I think Minte will be available. So what will you change here? Do you need to change anything in my team?
I don't think I need to change or bring in anybody up unless somebody is like red flagged, like then that's when you start to probably want to start, considering maybe a change or something like that. But yeah, I think just keep the same 11 anyways. And Momo is one of the people on the bench that can actually come in for anybody here. So that's good to have.
Exactly. So
a mid-range player, that's capable.
I think the only thing I can say is a problem about this team is there is no Salah, because Salah is owned by 50% of the game. But again, it's a decision I took, and then I have to live with that decision, So, but other than that, I'm not looking at any other player and saying, this player is missing in my team, that player is missing in my team, I need to bring this or that, So I'm quite content with the team.
It's too early. I think it's a bit too early to be honest.
Exactly.
Start, so regretting some of these decisions.
Exactly. No, actually, it's not just saying that maybe Salah is kind of a player that you will look at and say, like, you need to get him in your team. Yeah. You want to have in your team. And the captaincy, I have the best captain for the week, right? I have Haaland. He's the best captain for the week. So I'm okay. Yeah.
I'm for my team, I'm looking at I want a Man City second player. I don't know who it can be.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to make any transfer. Obviously, my team is. Let me just go through it for anybody that's listening. Henderson in goal. It's the same team as my first game week 1. Pedro Porro, who's flagged, Hall, and Robinson. I think I switched Robinson for Kwanzaa, but I might switch it back. I don't know. I think Leicester is a good game for Fulham, so I think he might be a better option. Minte, Saka, Rashford, Diego Jota, and then Haaland captain, Isak, and then Solanke. So you see, Nkunku is somebody who can come in for anybody that I feel like if Minte is not going to play, he's going to come. He probably might come in. But because of Ipswich is so good of a fixture for Man City, I feel like anything can happen. Some halls might happen. You never know. I'm thinking of bringing in a Man City midfielder, but the problem is, who do I bring him in for? Unless they say that Nkunku is not going to play at all, or his minutes are at serious risk. But at least you want to give them a chance. You don't take them out. I feel like that's not good planning. Yeah, you don't after one game.
And who do you bring as a Man City midfielder for 6.5?
I think
midfielder Man City.
Doku is not 5.5. What's Doku's price? I think Doku's
Yeah, Doku is maybe around that price, but Doku is like, I don't think he's an FPL pick, to be honest. He's like really serious hit and miss. He's not an FPL.
Doku is 6.5. Yeah, I think I have the money for him, but still, yeah. Right.
I can remember last year I got him in my team. But it immediately next week I wanted to get rid of him, and that is the type of player he is. Like immediately you don't want to have him in your team again. So I think this team too does not need any surgery. It's already a strong team. Like there is no need for change. Kwanzaa, you can bench him because of course he's uncertain. I think Robinson is a better pick for this one because Robinson is more attacking. He's a fullback.
Very attacking, yeah.
All the earlier defenders are fullbacks. So there is a chance for Newcastle have a good defense. They can keep it clean sheet. Porro, if he plays, he's a top. He's an attacking threat. He's a potential, also clean sheet for Tottenham. And then Robinson, Fulham are defensively good. They are sound, and then Robinson is flying. So I don't think Konsa, even if Konsa was played the whole 90 minutes, kept the clean sheet in the final last game again for Liverpool,
You wouldn't
I
get
don't
us.
think there was any player in this who I will take out for him, you know, because of they give you both sides, the attacking threat and also the potential for clean sheet.
The only player here that I feel like I'm not really convinced about is Rashford, who is my own player. So that's very funny. So I think I'm going to give him one more game week, and then if things are the same or don't improve, I don't see anything that I feel like is worth keeping him. He's going to be out.
Why are you not convinced about him? About minutes? Is it about the performance you
It's not
saw,
about minutes.
or is it about
the chance,
he?
his performance, basically.
Yeah.
Like the performance that he should have scored, man. Like and you don't want that because it's frustrating to have a player who's there. You know how difficult it is to fit, your midfielders. There are better midfielders that are doing much better than that, and they're cheaper. So yeah, I'm just keeping an eye. I don't want to have that Man U bias this time around. Me and my team. I don't really back. I'm very very strict when it comes to Man U players and FPL. But yeah, anything else you wanna mention or we should talk about? I think this is our team. It might change from Game Week 1, so it's basically the same team for both of us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should be it. It was a good one. It was a good start to the new season. Even though we recorded one earlier last week, which was very nice too. But I think I think we covered everything for today.
Things are calm now. Yeah. So
yeah,
unless things start happening, but yeah, it's been a pretty chill Game Week 1. So hopefully we get a better Game Week 2.
definitely.
All right, thanks, guys. We've come to the end of the pod. So, yeah, the Jollof Football Bantaba. Please, the Kotu Classic, sorry. You can check out Jollof Football Bantaba. We have a lot of content there for you. Anything you want to know about Minte, please, this is the place. This is the place for you.
That is what I tell them. I tell the Brighton guys, invite me. I will. If you want to talk about this boy, just invite me. I will come. I'm always happy to see and talk about it.
You have it locked, man. You have it locked. Anything that's why I always ask you. So yeah,
But before you go, I have a trivia for you. I wanted to do it at the start, but I will give it to you now. Minte become the second Gambian player who played in the Premier League. Of course, the first one was Barrow. Do you know how many goals he scored in the Premier League? What can you remember about his time?
Barrow didn't for Swansea. He didn't score many goals, so he scored I think maybe less than 5 goals.
Less than 5, yeah. What do you remember of his time in the Premier League, though? He scored one. He scored only one goal against Bournemouth for Swansea.
I remember he was quick, but I don't mean to be a hater, but he wasn't really an exciting player to me. He was very fast. That I know of, but based on like beating players and making the right choice at the right time. I think Minte is much better.
Yeah. He was very fast. You are right about that.
That was quick.
And then the time he came to the Premier League, there was this natural left winger, Giggs type of winger on the wing, just running and he's kind of that. Now he can play on the right and stuff like that. Even in the Gambian national team,
his game.
When even in the Gambian national team, he was playing as a left winger in the African Cup, so opening width, like creating width for the team. Those kind of things. He's very good at it, and that was him in the Premier League. But yeah, my best memory of him, which was his first game in the Premier League, it was against Arsenal. I spoke about that in the video I recorded earlier because I did a little bit of digging about him as well. He played actually 51 games in the Premier League, 19 starts, and then scored 1 goal and then created 5 assists. But on his debut against Arsenal, he came on in the second half. Around the 70-something minute mark, so he played the final, 15 to 20 minutes, something like that, and he was a menace for Arsenal. I can remember, I can remember his speed, won him the free kick just outside the box. Golfi Sigurdsson, you remember Sigurdsson? Sigurdsson buried the free kick. Swansea won the game 2-1. So his debut was against Arsenal. He won the foul that they won the game with Swansea. Yeah. So yeah, he did a decent job.
He was exciting to watch though. I think the pace was a problem.
Exactly.
This guy is so quick. Yeah, I was excited to have like the first Gambian in the like to actually play in the Premier League, because I think we signed some
Yeah.
Gambians before, but they never actually played. So he
Yeah,
was
exactly. Like Man United, you guys had Ato Gomez or something like
Pato
that, but
Gomez, yeah. So yeah,
he never really played. Right? Yeah. But yeah, Minte is the first Gambian, I would say, super. Like I don't used to need to go to the superstar level, but as a star, Gambian star, because but when he was coming, he was a Swedish Gambian international, so he was not necessarily a Gambian. He had already represented Sweden at the lower league level. But Minte, he played in the Gambia League 2 years ago. He was playing for Steve Biko. He went up to Oden, spent there almost half a season, moved to Newcastle. Newcastle sent him on loan 1 year. He is in Feyenoord.
big
From
man.
Feyenoord, came to Brighton. The rapid pace that he came, like, it is absolutely exceptional. Right now, everybody's talking about Gambian footballers. Just yesterday, I received a call from an agent. He was telling me, like, he want to come to Gambia or something. Like, we can have a meeting. Because what they saw, he's selling our name.
Yeah,
At the
that's
end of
good.
the game, when you check the Brighton website, you can see there was a guy holding a Gambian flag written like magic, Minte magic. Like everywhere you go now, you are seeing Gambian flag. He took photos with them at the end of the year. Yeah, he's really raising the Gambian flag, and hopefully he will continue to do that. And then others will follow what he is doing, and then
Exactly.
he can create the path for them. Yeah. But
That's
anyways,
exciting, man. That's really exciting.
that's it. Yeah.
All right, people. Thank you. Good luck, everyone, for Game Week 2. Go to Classic FPL. Please check out the Football Bantaba, of course. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.